This is Jennifer Follett with CRN, and this is CRN In Depth, where we cover the biggest story of the day with the reporter who's on that story. I'm here with Gina Narcisi to talk about the Hewlett Packard Enterprise acquisition of Juniper. This was a $14 billion acquisition that came down on January 9th. News of this deal had trickled out earlier in the day, and then it became final after the market closed. Gina, what does this all mean for Hewlett Packard Enterprise?
Yeah, so this was a big deal, and I'm not sure a lot of people had this on their bingo card for 2024, at least the very beginning of the year. But it's what HPE is saying, that this is going to effectively double their networking business. So this brings in Juniper, which has a really strong presence in service provider, enterprise, campus networking. They have a really big data center business, and that brings that all into HPE.
This will supplement the existing networking business, as you mentioned. This is the Hewlett Packard Aruba networking piece. Given that they already have a networking stance, what does the addition of Juniper bring to that networking position for HPE?
Yeah, so it seems like this is going to kind of just round out the entire portfolio and make them really a formidable player in the networking space. So they'll have, HPE Aruba already has that, big wireless presence, obviously. Juniper's going to bring in that campus switching, that data center piece. They're really big in the enterprise space, which in speaking to partners, it seems like Aruba has been a really great fit for that midsection, whereas Juniper is sort of that higher level, whether it's service provider or enterprise customer base, and they have their own massive partner base. So that sort of opens the door too for HPE Aruba to tap into those partners as well, those maybe partners they hadn't worked with before in the past.
What do you think is the impact here for the networking market as a whole, where Cisco, is the market leader?
Absolutely. So one partner I spoke to this morning said, combined HPE Aruba and Juniper, separately they may have had about half of Cisco's networking business, but together it's a lot closer to what Cisco's doing today. Also, they'll be pretty much going after, it seems, the same customer base. So it does seem like this is an acquisition that would be on Cisco's radar, certainly. A lot of partners, work with both Cisco, work with HPE Aruba, work with Juniper. They may have been going after slightly different customers before. Now it's going to be a lot closer. So this is going to be a really interesting shakeup to the networking space. Right.
I know this deal is expected to close end of 2024, possibly early 2025. Antonio Neri, has issued a memo to HPE employees talking about how this really is the dawn of a new HPE. But what are partners telling you about this deal?
Yeah, partners are really interested. First of all, they're excited. Every partner I've spoken to has been pretty interested to see how it's going to ultimately be digested. So, Aruba Networks has been, I don't want to say independent, sort of, but they've sort of been their own branch of HPE within the company, obviously. Partners are kind of wondering, is this going to almost be like three separate pieces? You have HPE, you have HPE Aruba, and you have Juniper. Or is it going to be this integrated, offering that they can really bring to their customers? And if everything is integrated, all of those different pieces, they're thinking this is going to be a really exciting, amazing, potentially offering, one partner told me this morning, to bring to their customers.
Interesting you say that, because we had actually been seeing moves that maybe HPE was bringing Aruba a little closer into the fold. You and I had spoken recently about the fact that the conference that used to be a separate Aruba event was now going to be combined with the HPE event.
Yeah, absolutely. And it still seems, even though it is coming into the fold, I feel like the partners I have spoken to have very much said, but it does seem to still be, they have their own marketing. We work with the Aruba folks, specifically when we're trying to get our heads around a deal or when we have an event. So I guess yet to be seen whether or not this will be, just Juniper will be really brought into the fold as well.
And I know from the partner perspective, no one's expecting Cisco to take this lying down, so it should be a pretty interesting time frame coming up for the networking space.
For sure, for sure.
Gina, thanks so much for joining me here for CRN In Depth. For more coverage from Gina and the rest of our CRN staff on this exciting adventure, you can check it out on crn.com.